Hey guys, and welcome. My name is Ruth and I'm an English pronunciation teacher, which means that I help my students improve on their pronunciation. Over 7 years ago, I started working on myself, and this is where I am today. And so I help people harness their inborn skill to speak well. You can call it that. Today, let's talk about tips to improve your pronunciation. I'm going to be drawing from the 7 years of my experience as an English student and also my experience as an English teacher. So let's just dive right into it. The first tip that is very important, for English learners is for you to know and understand that pronunciation improvement or improving on your diction is not a one-stop thing. Let me explain. It's not something you do once and for all and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm done. I have taken 7 years to get to this stage, right? It's a process that always goes on. It's not a destination. It's all about progress. It's all about the intensity of how you want to sound, and most importantly, it's all about your goals. So you have to understand that pronunciation improvement or improving on your diction is a journey. It's not something you do once and for all and you're out. No, it's a journey. Now, the second tip for you as an English learner when it comes to improving on your pronunciation, have a growth mindset. So what is a growth mindset? A growth mindset is the mindset that accepts challenges as an opportunity to grow and develop and does not see success or intelligence as carved on a stone. Carol Dweck wrote the book. He talked about two things, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. The fixed mindset is like, okay, I failed, I don't know this, and yeah, that's all about it. But then the growth mindset is all about saying, okay, I don't know this, but I can grow, I can develop, I can become a better person. So you have to have a growth mindset. First of all, knowing, okay, I don't sound too good and this is not the end of the world. This cannot be, my pronunciation is not something that cannot be improved upon. It can be improved upon. And I'll say this, everybody can speak well. It's all about how far you're willing to go. It's all about how well you're willing to dedicate yourself to pronunciation or speaking well. Now, the next tip, very important, is for you to have a goal for improving on your pronunciation. Now, it's good to like the way I sound. It's good to like, pronunciation and the British accent. Oh my God, they sound so good. Yeah. Now, all these things are beautiful, but then they are euphorical because when the going gets tough, you're most likely going to give up. So have a goal in mind. Why are you improving? Okay, let me put it like this. Have a bigger picture in mind. I'm improving because I want to get a better job. I'm improving because I want to have better conversations. No matter how little the goal is, you should have a goal, because if you don't, you'll just decide to give up at any time. Take it from me, for 7 years, I've been doing this, guys. You can just decide to be like, I'm not doing this again. No, absolutely not. Right, so make sure you have a goal. Now, the next tip is, as much as lies within you, enroll for a pronunciation course or a diction course. It's going to cut a lot of corners for you, because learning on your own is possible, right? But I had a blend of learning by myself and being taught by someone else. It was a blend. So I would advise you to enroll for a pronunciation course because it's important. It will help you greatly. Now, the next tip is, what do you expose yourself to? I think this is a question. What do you expose yourself to? What do you watch a lot? Do you watch, for example, as a Nigerian, right? So I'm asking you, do you watch a lot of pidgin English movies? Do you watch a lot of movies that you just talk anyhow? Do you talk anyhow? Do you engage in conversations that are just there, rubbish? Or do you look for people who sound well and want to engage in meaningful conversation? So all these are questions that you should ask yourself. So what do you expose yourself to? And the tip from this is, expose yourself to what you want to sound like. For example, for myself, for many years, I stayed away from American TV. Not because American TV is bad, it's just because I knew that if I wanted to sound like a Brit, I don't want to watch American TV because it will not support my goal and my dream. So I had to cut that out. So watch what you watch. Watch what you want to sound like. It's that simple. Now, in watching what you want to sound like, in this case, the next tip is consume a lot of British TV, like podcasts, like YouTube channels, right? Change your routine, change your lifestyle. ensure you're particular about watching British TV. This is what I did, and this is what worked for me, right? So expose yourself to a lot of British TV. The next tip is shadow. Yes, this is so important. You have to shadow. I will do a video explaining what shadowing is and how to do it, because I have a 12-week pronunciation course and I talk about shadowing and give you exercises. When you shadow native speakers, you're not trying to be like them per se, but you're trying to understand how the words they pronounce sound like, because it's about muscle memory. It's about the words, the phonemes, the vowel and the consonant sounds. It's all about all these things. So when you shadow native speakers, you get a better feel of it. Now the next one is speak. You get better by speaking. If you don't speak, you're joking. I want to improve my pronunciation, blah, 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 and you don't speak, it ain't gonna work. So look for avenues. You can start a podcast. Yeah, you can get that, start a podcast. You can have conversations with native speakers on social media, but by all means, speak. So these are the tips for improving on your pronunciation.